You're looking at perhaps the most ambitious aviation project in Indian history. The HAL AMCA, or Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, represents India's leap into the realm of fifth-generation stealth fighters. Conceived by the Aeronautical Development Agency under DRDO and backed by Hindustan Aeronautics, this twin-engine, twin-seat design employs cutting-edge stealth features: serrated edges, platform edge alignment, body-conformal antennas, diverterless supersonic intakes with serpentine ducts to hide fan blades, internal weapons bays, and a high-percentage composite airframe, up to 38 to 40% composite materials. The goal is to reduce radar cross-section dramatically while retaining agility and payload capacity. In 2025, the project gained traction. In March, the Cabinet Committee on Security approved prototype development of 5 aircraft, launching a 10-year developmental roadmap. Full-scale engineering development began in April 2024, with the first prototype slated to roll out between late 2026 and 2028 and flight trials to begin in 2028. Serial production may begin in 2035, with induction into service by 2034-35. The design includes a phased rollout. The first 3 prototypes focus on developmental testing, followed by 2 dedicated to weapon trials. Rollouts are to occur at intervals of 8 to 9 months. At Aero India 2025, a full-scale model was publicly displayed, a tangible sign of progress, showing internal weapons bays populated with India's Astra BVR air-to-air missiles, Terra 250 glide bombs, and smart anti-airfield weapons, all produced domestically. Performance aspirations are grand. The AMCA aims to exceed Mach 2, with supercruise capability around Mach 1.8, a combat radius over 1,600 kilometers, ferry range above 5,300 kilometers, and service ceiling up to 20,000 meters. Payload includes 1,500 kilograms internally and 5,000–6,500 kilograms externally for non-stealth missions. Power comes from 2 GEF414INS-6 afterburning turbofans in early versions, with plans for an indigenous higher thrust engine in later variants. Stealth also benefits from materials innovation. IIT Kanpur recently introduced a metasurface cloaking system, Analoxia, a multi-spectral camouflage that absorbs radar waves across a wide band, even mitigating synthetic aperture radar imaging. DRDO is evaluating this tech for deployment on the AMCA. Avionics and systems are envisioned to keep pace with global 5th-generation standards: integrated AESA radar from LRDE UTOM, advanced sensor fusion, AI-assisted electronic pilot systems, net-centric warfare capability to team with drones and friendly aircraft in real time, and integrated vehicle health management for predictive maintenance. The cockpit will unify sensor inputs, improving situational awareness in high-tempo environments. Strategically, the AMCA is a leap toward self-reliance. Approval of its program execution model in mid-2025 marked a milestone. The defense minister termed it a bold, decisive step under the Make in India banner, aimed at strengthening India's defense autonomy and preparing for future warfare scenarios. Accelerated development is also seen as a response to regional threats, including reports of Pakistan's co-development of 5th-generation jets with China. The AMCA, with its indigenous core and private sector participation, is a tool for strategic parity. The project's governance is also evolving. Initially, development was to be overseen via a special purpose vehicle including ADA, HAL, and a private partner, but delays in clearance issues prompted a shift to an industry partnership model. An expression of interest issued in June 2025 invites bids from public and private firms to build, test, certify, and deliver prototypes under a PPP structure, evaluated by HAL and ADA. A high-level committee is working to shrink developmental timelines and boost indigenous engine capability. Critics and analysts say this competition is long overdue. HAL's past performance, particularly in Tejas and ALH, has drawn criticism. Opening the AMCA integrator role to private firms aims to foster innovation, efficiency, and scale. India needs multiple aerospace integrators, not just a single PSU. Models from the US, Europe, South Korea, Turkey show how diversified industrial ecosystems drive global competitiveness. Reddit discussion among defense watchers also offers perspective. One user noted that though the AMCA Mk1 is expected by 2028-29, With induction by 2032-33 at best, real-world timelines may slip, especially since India lacks prior stealth aircraft experience. Still, optimism remains, grounded in India's gradual buildup of RAM technologies and aerospace infrastructure through Tejas and other platforms. Altogether, the AMCA is more than a jet, it's a symbol and vehicle for India's strategic intent. It merges stealth, supercruise, AI, advanced avionics, autonomous systems, and materials injected with deep indigenous content. It represents a test of India's ability to deliver, not just a fighter aircraft, but a resilient aerospace ecosystem capable of sustaining global operations, export potential, and long-term innovation. If the project stays on schedule, prototype rollouts in 2028, first flight soon thereafter, production by mid-2030s, it will deliver a sovereign stealth platform for decades. If it falls behind, it may still generate a strong domestic industrial base, even if the operational timeline slips. Either way, it is a watershed in Indian military aviation. So that's the story of AMCA. Conceived in stealth, grounded in indigenous ambition, rising on a wingspan of composites and avionics, aimed to bring India into the elite circle of fifth-generation operators, driven not by imports, but by Indian design, Indian metals, Indian innovation.